Hey guys, welcome back to another summary video covering the recent events of our GTNH livestreams. We pick up today on day 20 after having made some really good progress in the ZPM chapter of the quest book, and we start this day with one simple objective, which is to get lutetium for Mark II fusion. There's not a lot else to say here for the introduction, so yeah, let's just get started here on day 20. And then, yeah, we also smelted our superconductor, which we have 32 more superconducting coil. Some of this was still going by the end of the stream, but it finished relatively quick after I've stopped the stream last night. So yeah, we're more or less prepped for the fusion reactor Mark II. But as you'll see here, there's one crucial component that we're missing. Oh, actually, we need to upgrade these to fusion coils, so we need a handful of LUV circuits and iridium neutron reflectors, which shouldn't be too bad. Anyways, at the start of the stream I said we have a choice, and well, for the Fusion Mark II, I mentioned this yesterday, but for Fusion Mark II we are going to require... where is it in the recipe here? Wait, maybe it's not for the fusion reactor, but after we have the... Yeah. It's after we have the fusion reactor. We need to make americium. That's what it is. It's this. So we're jumping the gun a little bit here, but we need americium, which is made in the fusion reactor. Bear with me a second. So once we have our fusion reactor that's plasma. Regular americium. Once we have our fusion reactor Mark II, we want to make americium, which we'll need for the tier 7 rocket and UV components. I'll explain all that down the line, but yeah, we need to make americium, and for this we need chrome, which we have, and lutetium. And lutetium, this is going to be our biggest pain in the neck for the next couple of days. So lutetium, there's basically 3 ways to go about doing it. 2 that are viable, and 1 that have... 2 that are viable, which we need to make a decision on here today. And depending on that decision, it's going to change the outcome of today's stream. We can either make a nuclear fission reactor and run thorium fuel through this, and then we can centrifuge thorium fuel for a 50% chance at a small pile of lutetium. Or we could do the Mk2 way, which I'm leaning towards. So I have some things pinned here. It's going to be quite the involved process, but I think this is the way we're going to go. We can also pick up some Mk2 solution. Wait, where does it start here? It starts here. So we can go Mk2 dust, which we make from our Mk2 line, and make acid Mk2 emulsion. And then into Mk2 emulsion, centrifuge for Mk2 solution, distillation tower for light Mk2 fuel, oil crack for lightly cracked Mk2 fuel, and then heavy Mk2 fuel, I think it is. And this gives us lutetium here. There isn't even going to consider the high temp reactor. No, I'm not going to consider that. We're not doing the high temp reactor. I had a look at that, and no, that's a no from me. You know what though? There is actually a third option. There is a third option, which I just learned about today. Well, no, I didn't. That's a lie. I didn't just learn about it today, but I just properly looked into it today. And that is getting the lutetium B, which we are going to do once we have the Mk2 fuel if we go that route. But we do need the block of lutetium as the foundation to breed the B. So, there's that. But we can also bypass that breeding requirement by using a mutatron. Now, I don't know how the mutatron works. I don't know if we need specific genetic labware here, or if we can just pass the thorium plus decaying with 5 buckets of mutagen and it gives us the lutetium. Is that right? As long as we give it power. So we could do the mutatron. The only thing with this is it takes Mk2 combs, so we would need to breed some bees to get the Mk2 bee. But this would bypass all of this Mk2 shenanigans here and allow us to start to get the lutetium bee right off the bat. So, you know what? Let's make a poll here. How do I do this? It's been a while. Start a poll. Alright, well, it looks like we're doing bees. You guys voted bees? You want bees? It's gonna be like hours of bees, so... Yep. Well, we don't need that anymore. We're going for the Aquata Queen. So we need Olivine first. We need Certus plus Ender. Let's get that. Oh, I don't want to do bees. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a slog. You guys better stay here. You voted for this. It's all your fault. So, anyone got any interesting topics? We'll be looking at this acclimatizer for the next couple hours. Alright, so we're going to make our Mutatron. And this is where I need you guys to help me out. Oh, and of course, we can't shift-click this thing without upgrading it, but... Let's just craft it the old school way. And the Mutatron. The Mutatron. Oh, that's the centrifuge quest. Okay, how do we use this? We want to make lutetium drone, right? Which means we need thorium plus decaying. So I bred these last night. We have thorium. We don't have decaying, but I think that's just barren plus arid, which we have here. I did breed these ones. I just didn't go the final step, so let's do that. But yeah, the next question is how do we get mutagen? And we need a mutagen producer. Oh, I didn't look at this before. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, plutonium combs. Believe it or not, it's been Gregified. Yep. Why are you mad? It's only a game. I ain't mad, I ain't mad. You should be able to make it as well in the chemical reactor. Really? Mutagen, you mean? Or something else? Uh oh, black plutonium. We don't have... Oh no! That's black plutonium. Oh no, wait, we might have just wasted an hour and a half. That's not part of the plan. No, no, that's not part of the plan. No. That's not part of the... That's not funny. There isn't anything I'm missing here, right? Black plutonium's a tier 6 small ore. Yeah, but we don't have tier 6, do we? And we can't make tier 6 without lutetium. Oh, no way. Now I am mad. Now I am mad. We have no way to get black plutonium. Yeah, there we go. That starts the last one. We're almost there, guys. We have lutetium. Look at this. We have lutetium. That took all of what? 30 minutes? 35 minutes compared to an hour and a half. So you guys voted for the wrong one. Everyone here at the start of the stream, I gave you a choice and you voted wrong. You were wrong. Okay? You were wrong. We have lutetium though. We have lutetium. Molten uranium 2-3. Okay, let's get 2 more tanks. Why would people not vote for IC2 reactor? A lot of people had that reaction. It's not what you think. The IC2 reactor is... It would basically be me setting up like a tiny little mini reactor, 4 blocks. Or 5 blocks, I think. It'd be a tiny little IC2 reactor and then putting it out in the desert and waiting 14 hours real time for the thorium to finish. Centrifuging it once and we'd get lutetium. 7 in a 3x3x3. Okay, yeah. Well, you get the idea. It's like a tiny little mini reactor. We'll throw it out in the desert and then wait 14 hours. Or however long it is. Yeah, 14 hours. It's a long time. But that was the other method to get lutetium, which unsurprisingly lost the vote after I explained that. It was going to win, but after I put it that way, everyone was like, nah, do bees. And then we got done doing bees and we need black plutonium. So that's a bit of a waste. Anyway, we now have our lutetium. I don't want to leave this area a mess though. I'm going to leave it as clean as I can. Yeah, it's cleanish. It's clean enough, right? I mean, there's basically nothing there. Anyways, we have recovered from our blunder. From the setback. We've recovered. We're at lutetium. Let's go set up some fluid solidifiers. Or not set up fluid solidifiers. I mean set up the recipe. Yep, you're right. I did forget. This is what we're after. Oh my goodness, we completed our objective. Finally, it looks like an iron block, but it's actually lutetium. That is what we wanted. So why did we want this? Well, we want this to stick under our alveoli. And we want to breed... Well, first of all, we don't need any of this anymore. Adios. We want to breed thorium plus decaying. So thorium... oh yeah, decaying was the one that we... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Didn't you get decaying stuck at desolate? Yeah, we did. That's right. We were right here, and then we discovered that we need black plutonium. That's right. That's right. Alright, this shouldn't take anywhere near as long as the start of the stream. We just have to get, like, 2 more generations and we're done. I thought this was thorium desolate. Okay, so we need to combine with meadows still. So this is the first in the first ever, other than the Ender drone, I think, that we don't have backup stock for. So we're gonna break our own rules here, just to speed this up. 3 getting tired of GTNH and starting to bum rush the end, no matter how many bridges are set on fire in the process. It kind of feels that way today. Today I have no patience for Gregtech. Like, you guys have probably noticed today, but today is just one of those days I'm just like, man, I'm done. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, 3. Don't be lazy. Get the backup stock. Don't be lazy. We've come this far and not being lazy. Let's not be lazy at the last moment. Let's do this properly. Alright, this is what we've been working towards. Lutetium B. We have our block of lutetium here. Decaying. Wait, make sure that's purebred. Yes. Decaying plus thorium, this is what we've been working towards. And we should have 100% given our setup here for the alveoli to make our lutetium B. I was hoping it was gonna... Nice, we got it. I was hoping it was gonna do it on the beat there of the song. It was not to be. Pun intended. And we left the last stream with a bit of a queue in our auto-crafting system. Where we were crafting our fusion coil blocks, which are now done, which we'll need for today. So those were crafting along with a bunch of alveolis, which I did set up off camera here last night. So now we have 6 lutetium bees. They've run a couple of cycles each. And yeah, they should all be pristines. And this is going to give us lutetium comb, which we then have to chemical react in phthalic acid for purified lutetium. And then the purified, I have no idea what we're going to do with, to be honest, but it looks like it all just gives us lutetium dust, which is good. And then we want to fluid extract this, and then send it through our fusion Mk2, which is our objective today. So yeah, let's update this thing, and we want Mk2 fusion and everything this is going to entail. And then tomorrow is going to be tier 6 rocket. And then we'll be doing a bunch of UV stuff, and then maybe the day after tier 7. Yes, the fusion reactor. So we need, where do we start here? Let's start with a fusion machine casing. Let's get these going, because I don't think we've crafted those yet. We do have our fusion coil blocks, so we do however need these, which is LUV machine casing, HSS-S, and molten HSS-G per 1. And I think we need 107, was the number? 108? Let's add the recipe for this. It's assembler 0. 108, yeah, that's a couple hundred HSS-S to cook. Rhodium plate palladium. Nothing huge. Let's get that going. And then let's work on the machine controller. So we need the recipe, of course, to start with. Kick off 1 extra coil block. It takes 1 extra. Oh yeah, there's one in the. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's one in the machine controller. That's right. Let's do one more of these. Donut? Yes, donut. We're going to be dunking today. I hope anyway. I hope. But the other thing we need at this point that we have yet to make in the Fusion Mark II is PPIC. Or Pico... What is it called again? Pico Power IC. Pico Power. We need to make these, and we have not made these yet. So we need to make some accommodations, including Scenarium, including UV cutting machine. Oh boy. Oh, that's right. We also got the Naquada bee until yesterday. Over here. So we're going to make purified Naquada ore now. Which is pretty cool. So we also do need an output bus on this. None of them give us fluid. Yeah, that's fine. Also, this chemical reactor is not right. I need a coil in here and one of those. We also need output bus. And I also realized that we're sending this into an ender chest here. And I think we want to do the same for these ones as well. Because we don't want to send it into main storage because we're going to get purified. And we don't want any unprocessed ore going into our main system. So what we actually want to do is send it into this ender chest, which connects to ore processing down here. And we don't have another ender chest, unfortunately. I checked this last night. Yeah, we don't have one. That's... yeah. Let's go make another ender chest. Aha! Alright, cool. So, lutetium, palladium, Naquada. Yeah, there we go. 2.8 seconds at LUV. That's pretty good. Excellent. Let's go make sure that ore processing can handle all this. We'll do that. And we should be making lutetium dust now. Once it starts to come through. Mini miner. We have 3 miners, but 2 of them are finished. We'll have to go and collect those. Maybe we'll do that this stream actually. Before tier 6 rocket. Yeah, we're getting lutetium dust now. Perfect. That's going to build up for when we need it. Okay, so let's is anything still crafting? Stuff is probably, yeah, we're still waiting on the UV circuits. Let's do neutronium. Let's do neutronium. And yeah, it is ZPM. 3.2 seconds for raw neutronium. So we mix with helium plasma, which comes out of the donut. And then we have to cook that raw neutronium in a UV blast furnace. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So now, I think it was 2 days ago, we added this line here and it goes nowhere. This is a UV line, which is going to power the blast furnace. And these 2 here are going to smelt our neutronium. And I think we might even add another set on the end. Regardless, we're going to need ZPM energy hatches. Let's get like 20 of these crafted, because we'll need 16 for the fusion reactor. Yeah, 16 for the fusion reactor, and then 4 for the blast furnaces here. Let's do 20. Holy. Oh my goodness. Things are so expensive. But we need it. This is also part of our fusion craft. Looks like our cals are also just finishing up the circuits we need. Yeah, it'll be the last recipe. Okay. Yeah, 240 seconds. Very slow. I think instead of adding another... like, because look at this. We're not waiting... like, It's not really a bottleneck. Like, the blast furnace, we don't need more blast furnaces. We just need to upgrade the ones that we have. Because these handle the circuit 1s and the circuit 3s, and we need faster circuit 1s and 3s. So I might switch these to Vulcani, and then just upgrade these, overclock this. Yeah. So UV, ZPM, LUV, switch both of these to Vulcani, and call it a day. After how far you've come, you really going to stop at tier 7? Yes. Precisely because of how far we've come. 1,761 hours in this world and 1,064 in season 1. It's 2,825 hours in GTNH, and that doesn't count any of the editing time. Or any time theory crafting in the game, of which I've spent a long time theory crafting. And building in creative worlds, and oh my goodness, an insane amount of time. Okay, so switch out LUV with ZPM. Double ZPM. Oh my goodness, this is going to take so much power. 4 UV Vulcani is just... That was unthinkable, like, a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, we're going to remove this as well, since we don't need to power it this way, and we're going to power it with this instead. But we do need to transform, because this is UV power, and these are ZPM energy hatches, so... Alright, let's see how long it takes for a stack of neutronium. "109 seconds. That's pretty good. 109 seconds per. No, well, 109 seconds for 4. Because we're doing 4 at a time. Just a casual million. We've seen that before though. Not a lot is running right now. Still going to be about 2 hours for 4 stacks? Yeah, that's nothing. This is GTNH. It's fine, it's fine. Alright, let's upgrade these ones. Another ketchup cable, and we're done. So now, we've got 4 UV Vulcani, we've got 4 ZPM Vulcani, we've got 4 LUV, and we have an extra 2 Vulcani, which were previously regular EBFs. I think these are all at LUV as well. No, these are at IV. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And we have a 64 amp LUV freezer as well. Mega freezer. Alright, so what are we missing now? We still don't have our controller, right? And then for the fusion reactor controller, we need to put these into the recipe. So we want default in the first slot, no stack 1 in the second, no stack 2 in the third, and no stack 3 in the fourth. Like that, so they don't stack when they're going into the assembly line. And this recipe goes inside our assembly line. The one which has the data stick, which I believe is this one. The one with the LUV patterns. Yeah, it's this one. So now, I think all we're missing is the PPIC wafer, Cenarium, Niobium Titanium, and Dense Europium. It's just because I've been, yeah, it's just because of the whole lutetium thing. It gave us such a headache yesterday. Oh, that stream was so cursed. I never want to think about it again. I was so salty yesterday. I was so salty yesterday. Okay, we're just missing Cenarium now. Did we ever make a way? How did we make Cenarium again? Should we just request this? I mean, that's a bucket and a half of UU matter. How much UU matter do we have? Ah, we have 10 buckets of UU matter. That's alright. And we can also make Cenarium. In fact, we can make Cenarium in our fusion reactor now. Yeah, helium plasma plus glowstone. We can make Cenarium this way. I mean, this is already really cheap. How much helium plasma do we have? 200k. Let's do it with fusion instead. Alright, this is full. This should start to make us Cenarium now. Yes, molten Cenarium. Okay, let's make another tier 1 rocket. Engine. Don't have... Oh, I didn't pick up enough of these. Yay! Tier 1 rocket. Yay. The second one. So now we have all of them. Because we lost it the first time. So yeah. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3... Tier 4, Tier 5, soon to be Tier 6, hopefully tomorrow, and then Tier 7 belongs right here. Alright, we got that little side project out of the way. How are we doing for Cenarium? Oh, it's going to craft another 18 buckets with a recipe. Oh, I see, I see what's happening here. Okay, let's break this down and request some of the circuits and stuff that we also need. First of all, palladium. We only have 1,000 palladium left. Oh, guys, that's not good. And yeah, 500,000 of this dust, but we need ammonia. Like, we need ammonia for this. I think I might turn this off right now. And we'll funnel all the ammonia into this. Well, yeah, I mean, the truth is we just need to make a lot more ammonia. That is just the reality of the situation. How about we add, like, a couple more chemical reactors here? Or maybe mega. Oh yeah, we're gonna do mega. No, we won't have enough palladium for that. 7 fusion coils? I don't think we have enough palladium for that. Okay, we're gonna be a bit short here because we need 1,000 for the fusion reactor and we need 192 for this. But worth. I'd say worth. So for anyone unaware, I'm also unaware of this actually, I haven't read this in a while. The mega chemical reactor is, well, can handle all the regular chemical reaction recipes, but it does it in parallel. Another chemical multi-block? You probably have built a lot of large chemical reactors by now. Yeah, no kidding. With the powerful 4-4 overclocking, that is one of the strongest multi-blocks there is, but what if that's not enough to satisfy your chemical needs? Yeah, ammonia. I'm looking at you. You can't make it faster if the recipe time is already down to 1 tick, which it isn't, but yeah, we'll still benefit from the mega chemical reactor. Fear not, we have a solution for you. The mega chemical reactor. It lets you do 256 parallels for your LCR recipes. And you can still overclock it after that if you provide enough power. It only unlocks in LUV as you need 7 fusion coil blocks, which are currently crafting. Check with your hologram projector to see how it's built and what you need. The glass tier limits the energy hatch tier you can use. You can use multi-amp hatches. If you want to use laser hatches, you need UV glass. Okay. Alright, do we have a mega? Yeah, we have a mega LCR. Our very first mega LCR. Look at this thing. Okay, we're going to use it for ammonia, which we use in our plat line. We use ammonia in our Nequada line as well, I think. But we're short, so... And we're short for palladium. Does this work, though? Yeah, 170 buckets of ammonia every 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. No, the inputs are not being fed enough, but... that is insane for ammonia. Look at that, 170 buckets of ammonia every 10 seconds. That is absolutely insane. Yeah, see, now we're making palladium enriched ammonia. Now things are cooking. How much palladium are we at? 29. 31. Now we're cooking. Alright, so we've almost opened the quest for the Fusion Mark II. We need our sensor. Didn't we start crafting that? I'm sure we started to craft that. There we go. You can't get enough of this in... You can't get enough of this part 2 in ZPM. We also need our field generator. Let's start to craft that as well. I think we might need the circuits for that actually. And those are currently crafting, so... yeah. So the Fusion Mark II is built, but it's actually going to switch places with Mark 1. We're going to switch the Mark 1 and put it on top, because this is LUV power, this is ZPM power. So I want to plug in the ZPM power in the bottom, and then transform down to LUV and plug that in here. So we need to switch these multi-blocks around. But we're currently waiting on the machine controller crafting, so we have a tiny little bit to do, to wait on. And let's start to break down our reactors here. So make sure nothing is in the output. Yeah. And yeah, once we have this built, we're going to wrap up the stream here. And tomorrow is going to be tier 6 rocket, which I am looking forward to. We're going to have to run this donut to get the tier 6 rocket material. But most of the other stuff we should have for the tier 6 rocket, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't tier 6 supposed to be today? No, I don't think so. Actually, no, you're right. It was supposed to be today, but I realized we need the Mark II fusion. We need to make americium. No, we don't. We need to make tritanium for tier 6. Tritanium is used for a tier 6 rocket, gravisuit, and the tier 4 mining multi. So Fusion Mark 1 should now be crafted, or should now be charging, rather. Yeah, it's charging now. So this is essentially what we had before, we just moved the transformers around, but this allows us to plug in the second fusion reactor, these ones, with the same cable here. Okay, we're just waiting on this now, and we're gonna... You missed the connection. Oh, don't start this chat again. Don't start this again. I missed the cable color. Nope, you're right, I did miss the connection. You're right, you're right. This is it. Are we still waiting on PPICs, or are those done? There's 3 to go. So it's just a pump, superconductor base. Any circuits left to craft? Yeah, there's 32 circuits left. How long do the emitters take? 30 seconds at LUV. Come on, Car... Oh, we're waiting on CarX82 here. And there it is, Mark II Fusion. Bigger, better fuser. Whatever that means. Alright, let's see if we built this correctly. The first one is still on. That's running right now. Let's see if this was built correctly. Oh yeah. It's charging. Alright, well, that is going to wrap up the stream for today. We're going to get this running tomorrow. Yeah, pretty good day today actually. We got our mega chemical reactor, which is making us ammonia. Super good investment right there. That'll help the plat line. And how much palladium are we getting now? Yeah, back up to 1300. That's not so bad. I'm gonna leave that running for a while. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for hanging out today. It was a bit of a longer stream today. We got upgrades to the blast furnace. Yeah, pretty good day overall. Eventful day it was. Much better than yesterday with the the bees. And we completed Mk2 fusion. We got Mk2 fusion.